I mean, it's simple. You have to come out and play with the killer instinct. You have to have that intensity.
Where was that tonight?
I have no idea. I hate watching the Lakers play sometimes because towards the end they try to play the hero ball. Okay. You said LeBron James the greatest player ever?
Ever.
What about Michael and Kobe? So you just gonna pass Kobe up like that?
I'm gonna pass Kobe up. I'm gonna look at Michael. I'm gonna look at the. I'm gonna look at
I know it. Patron, America.
Yo.
Shaquille O'Neal's comments urging fans to stop comparing LeBron James to Michael Jordan take on a different meaning when you examine the statistics. At this stage, the discussion has grown beyond a simple sports debate. It is no longer about personal preferences or which superstar someone admired growing up. Instead, it centers on two of the greatest players in basketball history whose careers are compared every single day. Once their accomplishments are placed side by side, the conversation quickly becomes far more complex. Just consider this. LeBron James has scored more than 40,000 career points, becoming the NBA's all-time leading scorer by breaking a record many believed would stand forever. Yet that achievement is only one chapter of his remarkable resume. LeBron is also recognized as one of the finest playmakers the league has ever seen, ranking among the NBA's all-time assist leaders. Combining elite scoring with exceptional passing is something very few players have ever accomplished. For more than 20 years, he has played under constant pressure and overwhelming expectations while continuing to deliver at the highest level, finding new ways to influence every aspect of the game season after season.
Every area of the game.
And have focus, and I'm glad the Rockets beat them. We know what needs to be done to win the championship. LeBron knows that. I'm surprised that they didn't come out with that effort and intensity, and I'm super.
Most players earn their legacy because of their scoring. Others are celebrated for their ability to create opportunities for teammates. LeBron James managed to do both at an extraordinary level throughout his career. But once the comparison shifts to Michael Jordan, the discussion takes on a completely different perspective. Jordan retired with 32,292 career points, a total that would define the career of almost any superstar. What makes his resume even more impressive, however, is the way he accumulated those points. He finished with a career average of 30.1 points per game, the highest in NBA history. Every time Jordan stepped onto the floor, it felt as though scoring came naturally. Opposing defenses knew he would be the focal point, yet stopping him was often impossible. LeBron, meanwhile, has averaged roughly 27 points per game while maintaining that production for more than 2 decades. His greatness is built on remarkable longevity and year-after-year consistency. Jordan's case is centered on reaching an unmatched peak, while LeBron's is defined by sustaining elite play longer than almost anyone believed possible. That is where the debate begins to divide. Is the greatest player the one who reached the highest level ever seen, or the one who remained dominant across an entire generation of basketball? The answer depends on what each person values most. This is exactly why Shaquille O'Neal's remarks sparked so much discussion. When Shaq says people should stop comparing the two, he is highlighting the biggest distinction between their careers. Jordan's prime was shorter, but it was remarkably dominant, capturing 6 NBA championships, posting a perfect 6-0 record in the NBA Finals, and earning 6 Finals MVP awards along the way.
Where do we start? It's just amazing at his age.
Yeah.
What he came into the league, what perceived him as an athlete, a dunker.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing as a complete scorer, shooter, and everything else under the sun. So it was just a cool moment. See him get to his spot, fade away, new record.
One of the most remarkable parts of Michael Jordan's finals resume is that he never allowed a championship series to reach a Game 7. That achievement has become a defining piece of his legacy, and once those accomplishments are brought into the discussion, the GOAT debate becomes far more complicated than it first appears. This is usually the point where Jordan supporters argue that the conversation is over. 6 NBA championships, 6 Finals MVP awards, an undefeated 6-0 Finals record, and no winner-take-all Game 7s. On the surface, those accomplishments are incredibly difficult to dispute. To many fans, they represent basketball perfection. LeBron James, however, has never built his legacy around perfection. His case is rooted in longevity, adaptability, and maintaining elite performance longer than almost anyone the NBA has ever seen. Consider everything he has accomplished. He reached the NBA Finals 10 times and captured championships with 3 different franchises. He found success under multiple head coaches, alongside different teammates, and in completely different team situations. While many superstars spend their entire careers trying to create one championship-caliber roster, LeBron repeatedly climbed to the top while adjusting to new systems and new environments. That represents a different type of greatness, not necessarily better or worse than Jordan's, but unique in its own way. Another point that often receives less attention is the sheer volume of basketball LeBron has played. He has appeared in more than 1,400 regular season games and counting, in addition to well over 280 playoff games. Few players in NBA history have carried such a massive workload while continuing to perform at an elite level year after year.
If LeBron passes up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in points, and he will this year, will that make him the greatest player ever? Yeah, an interesting question.
Take a moment to think about that. For most NBA players, even a single deep playoff run can be physically and mentally draining. LeBron James has experienced that level of intensity over and over again for nearly 2 decades. Every postseason appearance has added more pressure, more expectations, greater media attention, and an even brighter spotlight, something he has carried throughout almost his entire career. Michael Jordan appeared in more than 1,072 regular season games and roughly 179 playoff contests, numbers that are extraordinary by any standard. However, they also highlight just how much more basketball LeBron has played. Over the course of his career, he has essentially added the equivalent of several extra seasons filled with high-pressure, win-or-go-home games. That is why, whenever critics point to LeBron's NBA Finals record, his supporters often respond with a different perspective. They argue that reaching the finals 10 times is an accomplishment that deserves significant recognition on its own. After all, a team cannot lose in the NBA Finals if it never earns the opportunity to play there in the first place.
I'm going to say one thing to you, Max. I don't know the numbers like you do. Michael Jordan is what in the finals? 6 and what?
Oh.
And what is LeBron in the finals? That's all.
The debate between Michael Jordan and LeBron James continues because both careers represent greatness in completely different ways. Jordan's supporters point to his flawless 6-0 NBA Finals record, 6 Finals MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year award, and unmatched scoring dominance. To them, his peak performance is the ultimate standard. LeBron's supporters counter with his incredible longevity, versatility, and all-around impact. He has averaged around 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists for more than 2 decades while serving as his team's scorer, playmaker, and leader. His ability to adapt to different teammates, coaches, and systems makes his career unlike almost any other in NBA history. Defense also fuels the debate. Jordan earned 9 all-defensive first-team selections and was one of the league's most feared two-way players. LeBron has delivered many elite defensive moments, but not with the same consistency throughout his career. Advanced statistics only make the conversation more complicated. LeBron ranks among the greatest ever in player efficiency rating and win shares, while Jordan's peak seasons remain some of the most dominant the sport has ever witnessed. One built his legacy through sustained excellence, the other through unmatched dominance at his best. That is why Shaquille O'Neal believes fans should stop forcing direct comparisons. His point is not that LeBron falls short of greatness, but that LeBron's resume is already historic on its own. As the NBA's all-time leading scorer, one of its greatest passers, a multiple-time MVP, and a champion with 3 different franchises, LeBron has created a legacy that does not need Jordan to validate it. Perhaps the biggest mistake is treating their careers as if they followed the same path. Jordan symbolizes perfection, clutch performances, and championship dominance. LeBron represents longevity, adaptability, and the ability to remain elite across multiple generations of basketball. So the debate ultimately comes down to one question: what matters more, Jordan's perfect finals record and legendary peak, or LeBron's unmatched consistency and career-long production? There is no statistic, trophy, or record that can settle that argument forever. Every new accomplishment adds another layer to the discussion, which is why fans will likely keep asking the same question for years to come. Was Shaq right that the comparisons should stop? Or are these historic careers destined to be compared forever?